Choose your path.
This is not just noise. This is a space for stillness, for deep thoughts, and honest questions. It doesn't matter who you are now, it matters who you want to become. Let's begin. Hey friends! Welcome to Topic of Thoughts. Today we're going to walk into a room most people avoid. A room with two voices, both claiming to be your friend, both promising you strength, both swearing they know what's best for you. One is confidence, one is ego. They sound alike. But one will take you higher than you've ever dreamed, and the other will quietly lead you to destroy everything you've built. Here's the catch. Ego doesn't show up looking dangerous. It wears confidence like a mask. It talks in the same tone, uses the same words, even gives you the same rush. And confidence, it rarely announces itself. It's not dramatic. It's not loud. It's the friend who stays when the party's over, while ego slips out the back door. The question is, who have you been listening to? Ego is a skilled illusionist. It doesn't just speak. It performs. It paints you as exceptional, untouchable, above the rest. It feeds on comparison, not because it wants you to win, but because it wants others to lose. Ego doesn't care about growth. It only cares about victory, and only the kind that's visible. It thrives on the applause you get when you're right, when you're admired, when you're noticed. But here's its weakness. The moment that applause stops, ego starts to starve. You feel restless, anxious, threatened. Suddenly, you're doing things not because they matter to you, but because you can't stand to feel invisible. That's when ego owns you. And the most dangerous part, you think it's confidence guiding you. Confidence is different. It doesn't feed on approval, it feeds on truth. It can stand in a room where no one knows your name and still feel whole. It doesn't need to be louder than anyone else to feel enough. Confidence is the hand that steadies you when your plans fail. It's the voice that says, yes, you got it wrong, and that's okay. It doesn't crumble under criticism, it learns from it. It doesn't see someone else's success as a threat, but as proof that more is possible. Where ego wants to protect an image, confidence wants to protect your soul. Here's the test. When you're doubted, do you try to prove them wrong, or do you try to prove yourself right? When someone else shines, do you celebrate them, or secretly hope they stumble? When you speak, are you trying to be understood, or trying to be admired? Ego fears being wrong because it sees mistakes as weakness. Confidence embraces being wrong because it knows mistakes are part of becoming unshakable. Ego's goal is to win. Confidence's goal is to grow. At some point, if you're lucky, you'll see it. You'll notice how exhausting it is to live for an audience, how heavy it feels to always guard an image, to always be on, to keep proving you're enough. You'll realize ego has been driving you in circles. It's the fear of not being seen dressed up as ambition. The day you let confidence take the wheel, something changes. You no longer chase rooms where people know your name. You build rooms where people feel safe being themselves. You no longer try to outshine others. You try to shine with them. And you no longer need to be right. You just need to be real. So, confidence or ego? One will ruin you piece by piece by making you believe its approval is your oxygen. The other will free you, quietly, steadily, by showing you that you've been enough all along. If you want to know which one's in control, look at who you are when no one's watching, when no one's clapping, when no one's listening. Because in that silence, your truth has nowhere to hide. And if you listen, you'll hear it. It will say, chase your goals, but never lose yourself along the way. If this opens something inside you, share it with someone who's been living in the grip of ego without realizing it. And if you're ready for more conversations like this, you know what to do. Subscribe to Topic of Thoughts, and let's remember how to feel together. Until next time, protect your truth, live from your worth, and never mistake the mask for the person. In a loud world, think quietly. In a fast world, grow slowly. Your silence is powerful. Your thoughts are gold. Until next time, stay deep.
Don't leave me dancing